I think it's time to start talking about expressions. These are very basic expressions. First, let's just say what an expression is. Expressions are a little bit of code that affect a particular property in a layer. You can also use expressions to create links that otherwise would not exist, like controlling the opacity of one layer with the rotation values of another. So let's go ahead and start a new composition. Let's just name it expressions. And you can leave these values as they are, 720 by 480, 6 seconds is good, and click OK. All right, let's go ahead and create a rectangle. Orange is good. And let's assign an expression to position, for example. So select the layer and press the letter P for position. Let's keyframe it first. Let's move it from left to right. Go ahead and change tools to the selection tool. And let's just go left to right. And there you go. If we ram preview it, there you go. Now, to enable the expression, all you need to do is press and hold the Alt or Option key and click on the stopwatch. A couple of things happen. Your numbers turn red. You see a little text box here. And expression :position appears here on your layer. As soon as you click out of there you go. The little red line here at the comp panel will disappear and you will be able to work with your expressions. To disable the expression, press and hold the Alt key and click on the stopwatch again, and there you go, that disables it. You can also enable the expression if you click on the property and go under Animation, Add Expression, click on an empty space, there you go. And you can disable it the same way. Click on the word position and go under Animation, Remove Expression. By far the easiest way to enable an expression is press and hold the Alt or Option key and click on the stopwatch. Let's talk a little bit about this little line of code here. By default, these expressions are going to be reflective. In other words, we are talking about an expression on the position parameter. Right now, this expression is saying this. For the position of shape layer 1, look at the position of shape layer 1. In other words, it's not doing anything. I can, however, modify this by clicking at the end here, doing a slash and maybe a number 2, which means that the values are going to be divided in 2. I can click outside, and now both of my values are divided in 2. Notice it's only going halfway across the screen, and it moved up because I'm getting half the values not only on the X parameter, but on the Y as well. To disable the expression but not delete it, I can click on this little equal sign here that enables and disables the expression. I can also see a post-expression graph. If I click here and I enable the graph editor view, I can see what my values will be after the expression has been enabled. Next to that, we have a pick whip, very similar to the parent pick whip, in which we just click and drag to connect properties. And finally, we have the expression language menu, which is used to insert methods and attributes into an expression. I'll just click out of here. All right, let's go ahead and disable this expression. Press and hold the Alt or Option key and click on the stopwatch. And let's exit the graph editor view. And let's delete the position keyframes. Let's position this layer somewhere here on the left, and let's duplicate this layer. Control or Command D. There you go. Now we have 2 of them. And I'll make the second one green. I'm going to go ahead and keyframe the scale of the one layer. Keyframe, move in time, and let's make it a little bit larger. And let's assign an expression to the rotation of the other layer. Let me just move it a little bit. There you go. Press and hold the Alt key and click on the stopwatch. All you have to do now is select the pick whip and drag it to the scale property of the other layer, and now the expression gets written for you. All you have to do is preview, And now the scale changes of one layer are controlling the rotation of another layer. If you want to invert these values, in other words, if you would like for this to rotate counterclockwise, all you need to do is multiply your expression all the way at the end by the value of -1. That's asterisk -1, and just click out of there, and there you go. If you scrub the timeline, you will see that it's now rotating counterclockwise. You can also make these changes a lot more than what they are. In other words, instead of multiplying by -1, let's multiply by -3, in which case, how much the layer rotates is going to triple. You can multiply by any value by using the asterisk key. You can divide by any value by using the slash key. You can also add by using plus, and you can subtract by using minus.